a lot of people ask me, what do I do to start trading? How much do I need? And my answer is very simple. Study first. You should not be trading right away when you know nothing about the stock market. Don't just throw money away. Don't just throw it into the wind. You don't just go into your wallet and say, hey, I don't really care about money. I don't know, here's $400. Do you do that? Is that what people do? I wouldn't do that. That's what you would be doing if you don't study. You're literally throwing money away because the stock market is a very dangerous game and you must study. I make the comparison that this is kind of like medical school and you're learning how to perform life-saving surgeries. You don't see med students operating on people their first month or their first week in medical school. They don't say, oh, I just started medical school. All right, let's see. Here's a scalpel. Let me get in here. No, the patient would die. You don't want that. So you have to protect your capital. You have to be very, very careful and you have to know the stats. 90% of traders lose money. Why do they lose money? Because they don't have strategy. They don't have discipline. No one's teaching them. They have no mentors. I didn't have a mentor and that sucked. That's part of the reason why I teach, to be the mentor that I never had. Even though I made a lot of money, I was a fucking idiot for many years. I lost so much money for no reason. I made so many boneheaded mistakes. So what do? Hopefully I've now scared you away from just trading on your own and blindly. Don't invest your hard-earned money into something where you don't have the odds on your side. How do you get the odds on your side? How do you win 70 to 75% of the time like me and my top millionaire students and I do? Guess what? You study the past. The key to your future is hidden in the past. You have to study what is the stock market? Where are the opportunities? What's worked well in the past? What's working well right now? What's a trend or pattern that might work well in the future? You have to think of yourself as a scientist. So I don't care if you're totally broke, by the way. You can still start studying right now. I have 1,000+ free video lessons on YouTube. Watch them all. Watch them twice. Some people say, oh, I've seen some of them. What do I do next? Watch them all. You can't be broke and lazy. Choose one, you broke people. God, it pisses me off. You have nothing but time. If you have no money in the world, what are you going to do? You can't even go to Subway and buy a freaking sub. You should be studying. And when I say studying, not just following hot picks, not just thinking about what medical marijuana stock is going to spike next. Instead, look back at the past and start to learn that Bitcoin, medical marijuana, shipping, Ebola, police equipment stocks, all of these stocks, nanotech, biotech, gold, there's been so many manias in the past in the stock market and the patterns repeat. So for you, you have to understand how can you try to play the next great play. I don't care if you have $1,000. I don't care if you have $2,000. I would say start small and study a lot at first. That is the key. I want to scare you away from just risking your hard-earned money and get you in the right mindset. Because no matter how bad you want to get rich, unless you put in the time studying the past, you're not going to succeed. I'm basically just a glorified history teacher. I've seen a lot of stock market history and I've given it to you. In these video lessons, I have DVDs, I have live webinars. Go apply for my Millionaire Challenge just below this video if you want live webinars where I explain the stock market in real time. I know some of you guys aren't going to want to study the past, even though it's so useful. That's fine. I teach in the present too. You can see my watch list every day. You can see my live commentary. You can see my real-time trades. You can start to say, wait a minute, how does Tim Sykes think before he risks his money in every single stock market day? Some days I don't even trade because I'm waiting for the patterns to come to me. And too many of you don't even know what patterns to look for. You're not prepared. Even if the best play was happening tomorrow, you wouldn't be able to spot it. You wouldn't be able to play it. You wouldn't be able to profit from it. So it's your job to study. It's your job to catch up. Because every single day that you are ignorant, every single day that you haven't studied the past or the present or learned from all of these materials that I've worked my ass off on creating the past decade, you are ill prepared to profit. And the odds are not on your side. And you will likely fall into the 90% of traders who lose. And I don't want that. I don't want more traders who lose money. I don't want more bad mouthing on the trading industry. There's already enough bad mouthing. It's due to lack of preparation. It's due to lack of discipline. It's due to lack of rules. So I will give you that preparation. I will give you these rules that I myself had to learn the hard way. And again, my whole business in education is based around what I did not have. and what I wish I had when I was first beginning. I wish someone had told me this stuff. So if you ever think I'm trying to hurt you, you're wrong. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make you profitable. I don't get any commissions from any brokers. I make money from teaching students. So it's in my best interest to create the most successful students. So get ready to study. Don't get ready to trade. Whether you have $1,000 or $2,000, open up a brokerage account if you want. Use E-Trade, use Interactive Brokers. These are my two favorite brokers. They don't pay me a dime. If you want to practice, let's say you have money but you're not comfortable with betting it yet, that's fine. Use stocks to trade and paper trading. It's kind of like fantasy sports for the stock market. And even though you don't get a full education because it's not real money, at least you can start to get used to the patterns. You can start getting used to how to trade and making a few $100s, making a few $1,000s, sometimes having to lose. Guess what? This is a very important lesson too. When you're first beginning to trade, you think that you always want to make money. Like if you make $50 on a trade, you're like, oh, I got this, I can do this. And then you lose $50 on a trade and you say, oh, this is terrible. You get encouraged by gains and discouraged by losses. You have to think a little different. If you're truly going to make it as a trader, you cannot get discouraged by losses. Losses are a part of the game. You have to learn from the losses. You have to get good at cutting and minimizing the losses and not letting small mistakes turn into potential big disasters. So learning how to lose is an important skill set. I know you don't want to hear it, especially in the beginning, but that's going to be part of your journey. This is a marathon and not a sprint. So I want to help you understand that from the beginning so that you have big goals later on. Not so that you think you're going to make $1 million in week 1 or month 1 or even year 1. Think about what can you do to develop good habits and a good knowledge base and foundation now in your first week, in your first month, in your first year. That's going to pay off big time and exponentially over time, year 2, year 3, year 5, year 10, year 20. Life is long. This is something that is going to change your entire financial life. So take it seriously. Again, go apply for my Millionaire Challenge just below this video. Leave a comment if you're going to be dedicated. Hey, Tim Sykes, Millionaire Mentor and Trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.